The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
Here at Milroy Yankee Field, as the home team, Sartell Muskies, are getting ready to get this one going against the Bluffton Braves, the visitors in this one. Bluffton has an onslaught of fans, their contingent all in navy blue on the left side of the field and the bleachers. And Sartell, their contingent on the right. Sartell got into this game, this round 3 game, by beating Gaylord 1-0 in round number 2. That was their only game of the state tournament as they had a bye in round number 1. Bluffton, they 10-run Randall to get into this round 3 of the Class C state amateur baseball tournament. 11-0 in 7 innings in round 2. They also had a bye, so 2 teams playing their first game, or their second game of the state tournament, as Bluffton will start us off at the plate. Tom Tellers, the designated hitter, number 9, will bat, and we'll get to the rest of the lineup in a moment. Tellers will face David Diminsky on the hill for the Muskies of Sartell. And there's pitch number 1, and it's a strike from David Diminsky. The Muskies in the white and green jerseys. They're the home team. They're dug out on the first base side of this field in Milroy tonight. We're starting just 2 minutes early, originally a 6 o'clock first pitch, but we're ahead of schedule. And that one, line back. Foul, 1-2 the count to Tom Tellers. Sun beginning to go down in a partly cloudy day. It's been beautiful all Saturday afternoon, and that's strike 3 down the middle. Strikeout for David Diminsky. He gets Tom Tellers looking. Now Cody Geiser will bat second for the Bluffton Braves. He'll be followed by Jake Dykoff, Justin Dykoff, Kyle Dykoff, and Josh Dykoff. After that, Wyatt Hammond, Sam Tellers, and Preston Warren rounded out batting 9th against David Diminsky, the left-handed pitcher for Sartell. That one fouled, tipped into the glove, and out. 0-2 the count to the 2-hole hitter, number 7, the second baseman, Cody Geiser. David Diminsky pitching, Cody Parch, the catcher behind home plate for the Muskies. Jace Otto at third, Brian Schellinger at short, Andrew Dieters at second, Tim Burns at first. And that one, foul tipped, can't hang on, is Parch, so one more chance coming for Cody Geiser. Got a piece of Parch, and the umpire will give him just a minute to shake it off. The rest of the defense for Sartell out in the outfield: left fielder Rob Vauchel, center fielder Ethan Carlson, and right fielder Adam Schellinger. 0-2 the count, 1 out here in the top of the first inning on PrepSpotlight.tv. And that's right down the middle for another strikeout. Fastball down Broadway. And the second strikeout looking for David Diminsky. Now Jake Dykoff, the pitcher, will bat in the 3-hole First of 4 Dykoffs all in a row in the middle of this lineup. And that one's fouled away to the right, out and into the parking lot. 2 out, nobody on. Number 20, David Diminsky, has struck out the first 2 batters with the bat on their shoulder. This one fouled straight back into the netting. 0-2, another favorable count for the pitcher, David Diminsky. Diminsky, as many, almost all of these roster Muskies on the roster, is a Sartell graduate from that high school. That one's fouled back into the netting again. David Diminsky, the ace for this ball club. Been with this team for a while. And that one's high. Try to reach back and get the 3rd strikeout of this top of the 1st inning. It's now 1-2, 2 out. And there's strike 3, off-speed pitch. 3 strikeouts to start the day for David Diminsky. 2 looking, 1 swinging. As the Bluffton Braves go down in order, you're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Now on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 1st inning at Milroy Yankee Field here in this matchup between the Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies. The Muskies, first ups here in this round 3 matchup. Leading us off, Andrew Dieters, the 2nd baseman for the Muskies. Left-handed hitter going against the right-handed pitching Jake Dykoff. And that one in there for a strike, 1-1 the count. Dykoff on the mound, throwing to Justin Dykoff, the catcher. And there's strike 2. Kyle Dykoff at 3rd base, Peyton Ronstad at short, Cody Geiser at 2nd. Wyatt Hammond at 1st, Sam Tellers in left, Preston Warren in center field, and Josh Dykoff in right. And that's the defense for the Bluffton Braves. As that one misses low, and it's a full count to the leadoff man. Andrew Dieters, number 12, wearing his mask. Open stance, and he'll wait for the payoff pitch. Swings through it, off-speed pitch. Jake Dykoff follows suit of Deminsky in the previous half and strikes out the first batter he faces. Ethan Carlson, the center fielder, bats 2nd. He squares to bunt and jabs that one off the end of the bat, foul. After Carlson, it'll be Tim Burns batting 3rd, Jace Otto 4th, Jake Sweeter, the DH, 5th. After him, Rob Voshell, Cody Parch, Brian Schellinger and Adam Schellinger. As that one misses low. 1-1 the count now from Jake Dykoff, with one out here in the bottom of inning number 1. And that one clips the outside corner on the black. 1-2 now the count to Ethan Carlson, number 1 for the Muskies. And tapped that one foul. Sartell. Strike 3 looking. Clipped the inside corner, and Dykoff is dealing early on. 2 strikeouts to start the inning for Dykoff and the Braves. And now it's Tim Burns, the first baseman for Sartell, number 3. Burns, the right-handed hitting first baseman, fouls that one away. I'm good. And there's strike 2. Dykoff working ahead early. 0-2 count to Tim Burns in the bottom of the first inning. That one's low. Dykoff on the mound, repping the high socks, the stirrups, and the eye black. This one cranked into left field hard, over the left fielder Sam Tellers' head, off the wall, and Burns will dig for second. And he's in there standing up. A close play as the ball went through the cutoff man. Sam Tellers threw it all the way to Cody Geiser, and that's the first hit of the game. A stand-up double with 2 out for Sartell. Burns, his first hit and his first at bat, and now Jace Otto will step in. Number 22, the third baseman, batting cleanup for the Muskies. Jake Dykoff from the set now, with a runner on second, 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And he missed with the first pitch for a ball, and here comes pitch number 2. That one also outside. Jace Otto should reach. It's Jake Sweeter after him, the designated hitter. The pitch. Good movement on that off-speed pitch and swung through by Otto. 2-1 now the count. Jake Dykoff working quickly. This one popped straight up, and it's going to go back behind the netting and over the roof here at Milroy Yankees Field. A beautiful day is turning into a beautiful night. It's just 6:09. Cornfields in the distance. 2-2 pitch on its way. That one is popped up in foul territory. First baseman and pitcher and catcher converging. And Jake Dykoff, the pitcher, gets under it and snags it out of the air for the third out of the inning. So 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and a pop-out for Jake Dykoff. We head to the top of the second inning. You're watching Prep Spotlight and the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Halleck. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield, and the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. Weiss kicks and fires this one, driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Gold Spring. Unbelievable!
Runs scored here today. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Another one gone. McCoy Rodney goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away now.
And welcome back in here to Milroy, Minnesota, and the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament Round 3 matchup. Bluffton and Sartell. Bluffton Braves in the top of the second. They'll bat. Justin Dykoff, the catcher, takes ball 1. This is the 3rd game of the day here in Milroy. Also 3 games set to be played. 2 completed in Springfield. This one tapped to the shortstop. Brian Schellinger fields, throws, and records the out. Justin Dykoff grounds out the first non-strikeout for the Bluffton Braves, as David Diminsky was dealing in that first inning. And now he'll face Kyle. Let me just call him by his first name because 4 players are Dykoffs in this Bluffton Braves lineup. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count. And swung on and missed on a breaking pitch from Deminsky. 0-2 the count. Diminsky's already showing off his pitches and his stuff that he has. That one. Called 3rd strike. 4th strikeout already for David Diminsky. And we better get used to this. Diminsky was drafted in 2010 by none other than the Minnesota Twins. So he's good at baseball. Went to St. Cloud State University, did Diminsky, the pitcher. Now he's facing Josh Dykoff, the right fielder, left-handed batting. Number 16. And there's, looked like close. It's 1-1 now after that missed the zone for ball 1. And that finds the zone. The Braves fans cannot be convinced that that was a strike. Diminsky misses low. 2-2. Diminsky working speedily, as now he steps off the back of the mound, hops right back on the rubber. Josh Dykoff ends the run of 4 Dykoffs in the middle of his lineup as he taps that one behind home plate into the netting. Foul. 2-2 the count. So this is the 3rd game of the day here in Milroy. Prior Lake and Bemidji played just before this, and Bemidji beat Prior Lake 8-1. This one cracked, slicing toward the shortstop, Brian Schellinger, and he fields. And the first baseman keeps the foot on the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. Side retired in order once more for Sartell and David Diminsky, and we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bluffton 0, Sartell 0 on Minnesota Prep Spotlight. Welcome back here to Milroy for the second inning between the Braves and the Muskies. Sartell will bat now here in the bottom of frame number 2. Jake Sweeter, the designated hitter, will bat facing Jake Dykhoff. As you mentioned, Prior Lake lost to Bemidji to start this, just prior to this game, I should say. The game number 2. This is game 3, and St. Patrick beat Carver 16-4 in 8 innings to start off the day here in Milroy. As that's flied high into center field. Preston Warren camps underneath it, makes the catch for out number 1. Jake Sweeter is retired. Rob Voschel will come to bat. And just finished up a few minutes ago in Springfield was game number 2 there that went 13 innings. It was scoreless until the 13th, and Bird Island ended up beating Watkins 1-0 in extra innings. So they advance on a nail-biter, and Watkins goes home. Bird Island will play the winner of the next and final game of round 3 from Springfield. That'll get started soon. Union Hill and Young America will play, and Bird Island will play the winner of that. Game number 1 in Springfield started at noon, mirroring the schedule here in Milroy. As a pitch swung on and foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for a strikeout. Rob Voschel goes down swinging. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Jake Dykhoff in the 2nd inning only. Cody Parch, the catcher, will now bat. Fairmont beat Jordan in game number 1 in Springfield to send the defending state champions in Class C home. So Fairmont will play Buffalo in the quarterfinal round tomorrow at noon in Springfield. Bemidji, who beat Prior Lake here, will play Cold Spring tomorrow in Springfield at 3. Cold Spring beat Isanti last night here in Milroy. And that's the rundown. St. Patrick awaits the winner of this contest here tonight, and they'll play at noon right back here at Milroy Yankee Stadium. And that one's cracked. Slicing away from the center fielder, it's going to be down for a hit all the way to the warning track and the fence, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Cody Parch. Good piece of hitting, opposite field, slicing toward right center. And that's the 2nd double of the game already for Sartell. And now Brian Schellinger will bat. Jake Dykhoff shaking his head, frustrated with himself for allowing that 2-out double. There's now that runner on 2nd here in the bottom of the 2nd. As that fastball misses high. To Brian Schellinger, the shortstop for the Muskies. As that one clips the outside corner. 1-1 the count now from Jake Dykhoff, who's allowed 2 hits so far, has 3 Ks. And just 1 2/3 innings of work. The starter for the Braves of Bluffton. That one slapped foul. Bluffton, this team has been around for a minute. Team started in 1947. as that got a piece of the batter, and he'll go to first base. Brian Schellinger wears one on the look like the wrist. So now there's 2 men on with 2 out here in the second inning. Adam Schellinger now, the right fielder. Another Schellinger, 2 of them at the bottom of this order. He'll bat. 2 runners on base. And that one misses high, so Jake Dykoff falls behind 2. Oh. Bluffton, a packed roster. They do have 3 draftees. 2 from New York Mills and 1 from Sabika. Pardon me if I mispronounced that. 3-0 the count to Adam Schellinger. Jake Dykoff got the first 2 outs in this inning, and now 2 men have reached, in danger of losing a third. And there's a strike just on the outside corner from Jake Dykoff. Justin, the catcher, receiving that one. 3-1 the count now. That one gets swung through by Adam Schellinger. The count runs full, 2 out, 2 on, 3-2 the count. Runners will go on the pitch. Jake Dykoff from the set as the runners move. And strike 3 swinging. Adam Schellinger chases a fastball on the outside part of the plate, maybe off the plate. And Jake Dykoff escapes unscathed. Still 0-0 at the end of 2. Sartell and Bluffton in round 3 of the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Welcome back to Milroy. Bluffton and Sartell going at it, still with a 0-0 score, and Sartell Muskies starting pitcher David Diminsky hasn't allowed a hit yet. Facing the 7th man in the Bluffton Braves order, Wyatt Hammond. And a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Hammond, the first baseman. Left-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher in Diminsky. And that one well outside, all the way to the backstop. Bluffton and Sartell, they're only about an hour and a half drive separates them. And strike 3 swinging. Strikeout number 5 for Diminsky as the breaking ball is working. Sam Tellers now. Another lefty on lefty matchup. The left fielder for the Braves. Swings and makes contact. That's fouled away. Bluffton's about a 45-minute drive south of Park Rapids if you're trying to find it on the map. Roughly a 3-hour drive down all the way here to Milroy. And there's strike 2 in there, fastball. Tellers doesn't like it. 0-2 the count. Deminsky looking for strikeout number 6 already. Fouled straight back by number 8, the left fielder. 0-2 still to count with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. The pitch, and that's strike 3 called. 6 strikeouts for Deminsky as he is firing on all cylinders. Sam Tellers goes back to the dugout, and Preston Warren will bat, the 9-hole hitter. 4 strikeouts looking, 2 swinging. Not the usual breakdown of backward to forward Ks, but Diminsky waiting for the batter, Warren, to be ready, and now ready to go. Strike 1 in there. Working ahead again is Diminsky. Sartell, they were the Class C state champions back in 2013. There's strike 2 from Diminsky. Diminsky was that starting pitcher on the 2013 team. So he's used to big moments and performing well right now, as that one misses outside. Sartell also won it all in 1992. 2 Class C state championships to their ball club's name in their history since they formed in '79. 1-2 the count. Strike 3, another strike for Deminsky, and he strikes out the side for the 2nd time in the game. A ho-hum inning for Deminsky as he just strikes out everyone he faces. 0-0 still the score. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd between the Braves and the Muskies on PrepSpotlight.tv. Back to the bottom of the 3rd inning here between Sartell and Bluffton. And this final game of the night here in Milroy has been a great host to us so far for this round 3 of the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Jake Dykoff on the mound as this one's bunted. Looks like it's headed toward fair territory, and Dykoff charging and keeps it foul. That was a good bunt and just started in foul territory and looked like it was going to fade to the right. And before it did, Dykhoff picked it off the dirt. That's just a strike for Andrew Dieters, the leadoff man, the second baseman for the Muskies. 0-2 the count now. To number 12, left-handed batting number 12, and second baseman. Takes a ball, 1-2. Jake Dykhoff in for his third inning of work and strikes out Andrew Dieters for the second time. Fifth strikeout for Dykhoff. Impressive performance for him already. Would be even more impressive if we hadn't just seen what Diminsky did. Both pitchers putting on shows so far early in this match between Sartell and Bluffton. A backward K for Dykhoff, and swinging through that pitch is Ethan Carlson. He struck out looking in his first at-bat in the first inning, the center fielder for the Muskies. And that one misses high. 2-1 the count, now with one out here in the bottom of the third. This one moving quickly, this game. Started just a couple minutes before the 6 o'clock hour. It's 6:32, 33 now. This one tapped right in front, swinging bunt, fielded by the catcher. And Justin Dykhoff delivers to Wyatt Hammond for the second out of the inning.
Now batting first baseman number 3, Tim Burns.
Now Tim Burns will hit for the Muskies. Burns doubled in his first at-bat, but was stranded at second base in the first inning. And now he fouls that one back up into the netting. Bounces straight down after hitting a beam. 0-2 the count. Dykhoff looking for another strikeout. Already has 5. And that one airmailed all the way on the fly to the back rope here in Milroy Yankee Field. Sun casting long shadows off the players as it's setting. And strike 3 swinging. 6 strikeouts for Jake Dykhoff as we are experiencing some stellar pitching so far in the first 3 innings, as now we head to the 4th. 0-0 still the score. Not much offense to speak of so far here in Milroy. We'll be right back on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Minnesota Prep Spotlight and PrepSpotlight.tv, where we're streaming all the Town Ball State Tournament, and we're in round 3 of the Class C State Tournament right now. Entering the top of the 4th inning, David Diminsky has been dealing so far 7 strikeouts for the starting pitcher for the Muskies. as he faces the Braves. Leadoff man after retiring the first 9 batters in order. It's Tom Tellers, the designated hitter. Now he finds himself ahead in the count, 2-0. Not often said about David Diminsky in that first run through the lineup. That one clips the inside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count from Diminsky on the hill. And that one flied into right center field. The center fielder going after it, Ethan Carlson, chases it down, makes a catch to his side for out number 1 in this inning. Just the 4th ball put in play by the Bluffton Braves. And now Cody Geiser, the second baseman for the Braves, will bat. He struck out looking his first time up. This one cracked on the first pitch to second base. Andrew Dieters fields and throws, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Cody Geiser is retired. That brings up pitcher Jake Dykoff, the pitcher and the number 3 hole hitter. (4-3) the ground out for the Muskies as number 19 steps into bat, swings at the first pitch, and there's hit number 1 for the Bluffton Braves. David Diminsky had retired 11 men in order to start this game, but Jake Dykoff grounds one through the hole, hard hit on the left side. And that's the first hit of the game for Bluffton. Now Justin Dykoff, the catcher, will bat with a runner on and 2 out. A lot of players are related on this team. Most, I should say, for the Bluffton Braves in some way or another. Kyle bats after Justin. Kyle is the uncle of Jake Dykoff, Justin Dykoff, and Josh Dykoff, as well as Wyatt Hammond, who bats after Josh. Kyle is also the head varsity baseball coach at Wadena for the last 12 years. He's on deck. One and one the count to Justin, with Jake, his battery mate, on first base. 0-0 the score here in Milroy in a 6 o'clock game, round 3 of the Class C state tournament. There's a strike in there, 1-2 the count from David Deminsky. He's been dealing and just suffered his first blemish, a ground ball single. Determined to get back on his dominant path, I'm sure. Time called. Diminsky, as we mentioned, SCSU baseball graduate. At least played there and was drafted into the pros by the Twins. That was in 2010 when he was drafted. Didn't stay in that organization long, as he was with the town ball by 2013 at the earliest, at the latest, I should say. Not sure when he actually started. It was sometime between 2010 and 13 because he was a starting pitcher for the 2013 state tournament champion team. 2-2 the count now, with 2 out and 1 on. Top of the 4th, Sartell. And strike 3 called. Dykoff can't believe it, but that's another strikeout. 8th strikeout of the game for David Diminsky. through 4 innings.
Bluffton in the fourth inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 81 base runners.
0-0 still the score as Bluffton and Sartell are moving quickly here in Milroy. We'll be right back. And welcome back here to a beautiful evening in Milroy, Minnesota, just 15 minutes east of Marshall. The bottom of the 4th inning as Sartell and Jace Otto faces Jake Dykhoff of the Bluffton Braves, starts him off with a ball. 75 degrees as the sun is setting here in Milroy. It's been a beautiful day. As this one's cracked, grounded to third base. Hard play for the shortstop, and Peyton Rondestad makes a great play for the out. Drifting to his right, backhanded it, and all he didn't do was leap in the air and throw like Derek Jeter, but makes the play for the first out of the inning. Jake Sweeter now, the DH, will bat with 1 out. This one lined right over Dykhoff, the pitcher, for a base hit. Jake Sweeter is on base for the first time tonight. Rob Voshell steps into the batter's box. He struck out his first time up. As he grounds this one back to Rondestad to second for 1, and the throw not in time to get the double play, but the lead runner is retired. Jake Sweeter heads back to the dugout as Rob Voshell reaches just on a fielder's choice, 6-4 the play. Cody Parch now, the catcher. He had that double in the 2nd inning when Sartell had their biggest chance to score so far. Parch doubled, and then Brian Schellinger was hit by a pitch. Voshell on first. 2 out. Bottom of 4. Runner goes. Voshell, the throw down, hits off of the leg of the second baseman, and Voshell will make his way to third base. Cody Geyser was late getting there, covering second, slid in after the throw was leading him from Justin Dykoff, the catcher. Looked like they might have had time to get the runner, but that hit off either the wrist or the foot or the leg of the second baseman, Geyser, and deflected into shallow left field. So now there's a runner on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Cody Parch, number 10, the catcher for Sartell. Jake Dykoff trying to escape a situation as he's now 1 strike away after that one's foul tipped into the mid of Justin Dykoff. 1-2 the count. Jake, intensity rising. The runner 90 feet away. And that was a close pitch. Everybody took a few steps toward the dugout, and catcher Justin Dykoff wondering where that missed. Must have been the outside, but it looked pretty good from here. 2-2 now the count. And he gets the strikeout anyway. Pumped up is Jake Dykoff. Thought he had a strikeout 1 pitch earlier, but rears back and throws another fastball and leaves a man at third base. 0-0 the score here as it's a strikeout party in Milroy on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome to the top of the 5th inning now, and a speedy game. Started 2 minutes before 6 o'clock. It's now 6:50, and we're entering the 5th frame of competition. In this state tournament play, round 3 between Bluffton and Sartell. The Braves batting now. Kyle Dykoff facing David Diminsky. As that one's in there for a strike. Diminsky has some juice on his fastball. Both pitchers on each team pitching very well so far tonight, as check swing, but no swing. As that one looked close. 1-1 the count now from Deminsky to Kyle Dykoff. And that time he went around on an off-speed pitch from Diminsky. Diminsky has, count 'em, 8 strikeouts already. Going blow for blow with Jake Dykoff, who has 6. And Diminsky drops down to a sidearm angle and gets a grounder tapped right back to him. So everything in the arsenal is coming out of the bag for Diminsky. The lefty slung down and arm grazed the dirt as he threw that pitch to Kyle Dykoff, and he wrapped it back to him for out number 1. Josh Dykoff now will bat. Josh grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. This one lined right back up the middle. Good hit from number 16, Josh Dykoff. Diminsky acknowledges to his catcher that that was his bad misplacement, I'm guessing, on that pitch. Might not have executed a breaking ball. Regardless, there's a runner on first base with 1 out. The best situation the batters of Bluffton have been in so far. Just their second hit of the game. Their first hit came with 2 outs in the last inning. Now Wyatt Hammond. Strike 1. 1 on, 1 out. Deminsky keeping an eye on the runner, Dykoff at first. Good lead from Dykoff. That is slow windup from Diminsky, and the runner Dykoff at first wants a balk. So does the contingent in blue here in the stands. Maybe a stutter from Diminsky. He definitely slowed down that windup from the set, as now he steps off. Oh, 0-2 the count to the first baseman Wyatt Hammond, who struck out his first time up. Slide step delivery faster than the first time for Diminsky as he comes home, and it's fouled off by Hammond. And fouled off again by Hammond with no batting gloves and the stirrup socks. And now there'll be a chat between Parch and Diminsky. Right in front of the mound. 0-0 the score here in the top of the 5th. As an extended conversation between pitcher and catcher. Sun peeking through the clouds as it's on its way down in the west here in Milroy. 0-2 count, 1 out, 1 on. Popped up foul across the left side into the parking lot. And we'll do it again. 3 foul balls in a row from Wyatt Hammond, and he's hanging tough down in the count. 2 batters faced in this inning so far for the lefty Diminsky. And there's a pitch high, fastball misses. First ball of the at-bat. Longest at-bat of the inning and maybe the game for Diminsky. Wyatt has seen several pitches. Time called by Wyatt, and definitely longest in length of time, as we had a meeting and time called multiple times total. 0-0 still the score here. 2 hits for Bluffton, 3 for Sartell. Second hit of the game for the Braves came in the last at-bat, Josh Dykoff. Wyatt Hammond almost offered at that pitch that just missed outside. Checked his swing, and it's 2-2 the count. As now the sun is shining brightly. And Hammond pops it up, foul one more time. Good at bat for Hammond, and whatever comes of it, whether he's out or gets on base, a productive at bat in that maybe he has broken up the rhythm of starting pitcher David Diminsky, who has been dealing here in the first 4 innings. We shall see. Ball up and in. Wyatt Hammond, a good grasp of the strike zone, though he did strike out last time up, but that was swinging. 3-2, he's worked the count full. After falling behind 0-2, fouled off many pitches. And Diminsky gets the sign and gets ready to go. Throws over and the runner's picked off. Safe. The runner's out. Looked like the umpire might have signaled safe at first, but Josh Dykhoff gets picked off, and the second hit of the game is erased for the Braves. The second base umpire called him out, though it looked like it was a very, very close play. As soon as he made the call, ran away from the protesting runner, and now ball 4 from Wyatt Hammond, who an amazing at-bat from Hammond. Fell behind 0-2, fouled off half a dozen pitches, and worked the count to a walk. You have to imagine what could have been or could still be, as there's just now 1 on, 2 out, instead of 2 on and 1 out, as Dykhoff was picked off moments ago. Sam Tellers will bat. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup here. The 8th hitter in this order. As this ball gets away from the catcher, and Hammond will round second in safely, advancing on the pass ball.
Go, Muskies, come on.
Diminsky, the longest inning by far with him on the mound. There's now a runner on second. The farthest a runner's gotten. And swing and a miss from Sam Tellers on a fastball on the outside of the zone from David Diminsky. 1-1 the count with 2 out here in the top of the 5th inning already. No score between the Braves and the Muskies. Swings through does Sam Tellers, who has whiffed on the first 2 swings of this at bat. 1-2 the count, with a potential runner or run on second base. As it is, he's a runner in scoring position. Preston Warren in the on-deck circle. And that one cracked right at Warren. Danced out of the way, as that one was going hard and would have caused pain at the very least to Warren. That's why sometimes in Little League, the on-deck batters are instructed to go behind the batter based on if it's a righty or a lefty. But here, lefty facing his on-deck teammate, and the count goes to 1-2. Tapped toward third base. Going to be a tough play. Sliding is Diminsky, and that's going to be an infield hit. Nothing Diminsky or second or third baseman Jace Otto could do. Otto was playing well back, and Diminsky slid, grabbed the ball, but no shot. to get Tellers. So now 2 men on with 2 out here in the 5th. On the play, Wyatt Hammond goes to 3rd. And here is Preston Warren, the center fielder. He struck out his last time up. As Bluffton knows they need to take advantage of this opportunity. Swing and a miss from Warren. The Bluffton Braves have made it to state the last 3 years, hoping to extend their stay. Foul tip into the catcher, Cody Parch's glove. 0-2 the count. As we have the biggest crowd here of the day by far, as fans have accumulated, and these two teams have brought a good contingent each for Game 3 this evening in Milroy. The pitch, that misses. Looked like it might have had part of the outside corner. It's ball 1, 1-2 the count. Preston Warren trying to make something happen with 2 out and runners at 3rd and 1st. Hammond at 3rd, Tellers at 1st, and strike 3 swinging. David Diminsky escapes a long half inning, but no damage done. Two hits and 2 men left on base. We're going to the bottom half of the 5th on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Hammond. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate. Not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield. And the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. As White kicks and fires this one, driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Gold Spring. Unbelievable!
Runs scored here today. Here's the
Welcome back. First pitch, you just got it. Brian Schellinger grounds out to Jake Dykoff, the pitcher, on the first pitch of this bottom of the 5th inning. Now, relative Adam will bat. He struck out his first time up and sees strike 1 from Jake Dykoff, who has 7 strikeouts already this evening. And ahead in the count, 0-2. 0-0 here between Bluffton and Sartell. We got a pitcher's duel brewing. Just 3 hits allowed for Dykoff so far, as that one is another strikeout. Number 8 for number 19 on the hill for the Braves. Adam Schellinger strikes out for the 2nd time. And we'll turn the lineup over. Andrew Dieters. He's struck out twice. The leadoff man for the Muskies. And takes that one inside. Andrew Dieters Fouls that one straight back. Dieters is a Sartell graduate. Played baseball at Concordia University. Also played hockey as he lines that one. Foul. Got under it a bit. Dieters played pro hockey for 1 season in Sweden. How about that? As that one misses high and away. 2-2 the count with 2 out already here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dieters cranks this one to right field. Going back is the right fielder, Josh Dykoff, and he hauls it in. So a quick inning for Jake Dykoff. And we go to the 6th. 0-0 still the score. These teams evenly matched in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Bluffton, designated hitter, number 9, Tom Keller.
And welcome back here to a freshly raked infield at Milroy Yankees Stadium. We're entering the top of the 5th inning between Sartell and Bluffton. The Braves will bat, trying to do damage against David Diminsky. Diminsky has this one fouled off by leadoff man Tom Tellers, the designated hitter, who is 0 for 2 today. Struck out and flew out. Diminsky, the most time-consuming half inning for either team in the last time he was on the mound in the top of the 5th. Allowed 2 singles, but escaped with no runs allowed. Ahead 0-2 to Tellers. And that one's high. Fastball rides off target from Deminsky. DeParch, the catcher. 1-2 the count. And check swing. That one missed low. 2-2 now for the ace for the Muskies. And that one misses high, so a full count. Not something we've seen that often, though it has happened in this game so far for Diminsky. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch upcoming. Cracked over to first base, but squirting foul. We'll do it again. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this first at-bat of the 6th inning. Bluffton trying to get something going, as we mentioned. They've made it to state the last 3 years. First time at state was 1990. And strike 3 called. Another strikeout for David Diminsky. That's number 10 for the lefty for the Muskies. Tellers has now struck out looking twice, and that brings up Cody Geiser. This one cracked, bounced foul. We mentioned all the Dykhoff relatives, as well as Hammond, who is also related, but the Geisers are also cousins of the Dykhoffs. There are 3 Geisers on this ball club, just one starting today. One of them has an ankle injury. Cody is a cousin of Jake, Justin, and Josh Dykhoff, as well as Wyatt Hammond. So it's all in the family here for the Braves of Bluffton. One out, 1-2 count. Deminsky. Slow wind up as he's mixing everything up for another strikeout. Count him 11. As Geiser goes down swinging. Jake Dykhoff now singled his last time up to break up the perfection in the 4th inning. It's now the 6th. Swing and a miss from Dykhoff, who did strike out his first time up in the 1st. Both these pitchers playing well. Diminsky doesn't bat. Jake Dykhoff does, and they go head-to-head right now. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on a high fastball. Swing and a miss once more. David Diminsky rebounds from a rocky last inning and strikes out the side for the 3rd time this evening. 12 Ks for the ace for the Muskies, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Bluffton 0, Sartell 0. Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. We thank you for being with us for this Saturday evening matchup and choosing to spend your evening with us on this holiday weekend, as Labor Day will see the championship match in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Ethan Carlson leads us off here in the bottom of the 6th for Sartell, facing Jake Dykhoff, who's been on one so far on the mound, as Ethan Carlson falls behind quickly, 0-2. Working very quickly, Dykhoff. And 1-2-3. Strikes out Carlson. Foul tip into the mitt of Justin. And that's another strikeout in this game. Eighth strikeout of the game for Dykhoff, Jake, and now he's facing Tim Burns. Tim struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Now cracks this one to shortstop, Peyton Rondestad. makes a good play. Rondestad has a web gem earlier as Jace Otto, who comes up now, grounded one to him, and Rondestad made a great play. And now Jace will bat with 2 out. Swings at the first pitch. Asks the umpire if it was up, and umpire nods. He swung at a pitch out of the zone. That one is in the zone, and bat rests on the shoulder. 0-2 the count. Dykov hopes to escape this inning in record time. Popped up. Shallow right field. Called off by the right fielder. Now charging. And the other Dykov, one of them, Josh, makes the play. Quick inning for the Dykov brothers and the rest of the Braves. We go to the 7th. 0-0 the score here in Milroy on PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back to round 3 and game 3 here in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament of this Saturday set in Milroy. Sartell and Bluffton, first pitch swinging the Braves, and that one bounces right in front of the Sartell dugout for a foul ball. Justin Dykov, the catcher, at bat, facing David Diminsky, and you kind of get the feeling that this might be one of those where whichever pitcher blinks first might lose the game, just because it's been such a great performance by both throwers, as Diminsky yet again is ahead 0-2. Both pitchers work quickly, both throw strikes, and both get strikeouts. As that one just misses, 1-2 the count to the catcher, Justin Dykov. 3 hits for each team, no runs. Starting the top of the 7th, and we're moving at record time. We play 9 innings here, under the lights now as the sun is going down in Milroy. And there it is, strike 3, swinging. Justin Dykov strikes out for the 2nd time. And David Diminsky has now struck out the last 5 batters. He has 13 this evening. Impressive from the lefty, as that one popped up by Kyle Dykov. Uncle Kyle, his nephews Jake, Justin, Josh, and Wyatt on this team. His son, Easton, is the bat boy. And that one misses, 1-1 the count to Kyle Dykov, who struck out looking his first time up and grounded out to the pitcher his second time up. Swings and misses on that one. Off-speed pitch, and Justin Diminsky has really every weapon a pitcher wants at his disposal. Throws from different windups, many different ones. Has good breaking ball and good fastball. As the fastball misses high and away right there. 2-2 now the count with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And strike 3 swinging. Kyle Dykoff goes down as Deminsky goes down to that side angle we've seen him use a couple times. Reaches back and gets strikeout number 14. He's now retired the last, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters by way of the strikeout. Lefty on lefty matchup now as Josh comes to the plate. That one misses outside. Josh Dykoff, right fielder. He has one of the 3 hits for the Braves in this game, but was caught stealing after he singled. He's one of the few. Let's see. He's the only batter faced Diminsky who has not struck out yet. 2 at-bats, a ground out, and a single. And now he's worked the count to 3-0. Favorable count for Dykoff. And that one misses inside. A 4-pitch walk out of nowhere for Diminsky. 2 to 3 maybe really close pitches in that at-bat, but as it is, Josh Dykoff has reached base for the 2nd consecutive time, and that streak of 6 strikeouts in a row in 6 batters is snapped. 2nd walk of the game for Diminsky. Now Wyatt Hammond. He was the player that walked after he worked a really good at-bat, fell behind early, 0-2, and then after a double-digit pitch at-bat, he walked in the 5th. Swings through that one. With 2 out, and Josh Dykoff back on first base. That one misses. Diminsky frustrated on the mound. And there's a strike. Wyatt Hammond takes a stroll to regroup. 1-2 the count. We've seen him battle with 2 strikes before. Bluffton, population just over 200 people in their town. Step off from Deminsky. The winner of this plays St. Patrick tomorrow at noon, right here in Milroy. So a quick turnaround for whoever wins this game, and maybe that's why they're trying to move so fast. We're already in the 7th. Fouled away, staying alive is Hammond. One, two, the count. Swings and pops this one. Shallow right field. Just off the infield dirt, the second baseman has it. Andrew Dieters catches the pop fly. And so we are headed to the bottom of the 7th. Still no score between the Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Hammond. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate. Not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield. And the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. White kicks and fires this one. Driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Gold Spring. Unbelievable!
Runs scored here today. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Another one gone. McCoy Rodney goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away now.
And we're back. We just saw some highlights from week 3. 17 Ks for Sartell's David Diminsky, and he's already racking up close to that number so far here tonight. But now it's Jake Dykoff's turn to take the ball and toe the rubber as he faces the lineup for Sartell in the bottom of the 7th. That one smacked high and foul as catcher and third baseman will run to it, but it's out of bounds. Caught by a fan and flung right back to the starting pitcher as they'll now trade it out. Good catch from a fan on the bleachers. Jake Sweeter, the designated hitter, is at bat. He's now down in the count 0-2. That one popped up again, and it'll go back behind us foul. Sweeter flew out to center his first time up, then singled in the 4th. The 4th, and was a race on a fielder's choice. This one goes to the second baseman on the ground. Cody Geiser fields it and throws off the bag, but enough time. Sweeter wasn't moving fast at all. And that's an out. 4-3 ground out for Sweeter. Now Rob Voshell will hit. Reached base on a fielder's choice. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout off of Jake Dykoff, who deals and throws wide for ball 1. Left fielder for the Muskies. Muskies haven't been able to get much of anything going in this game against Dykoff. And the count goes to a quick 3-0 to Rob Voshell. And there's strike 1 in the outside corner. And there's strike 2. Voshell wanted to walk to first, but he won't. Not yet, at least. Rob Voshell, Sartell grad, St. John's University baseball. As he grounds that one to shortstop, Peyton Rondestad fields and falls down, but safe, the call. Rob Voshell beat out the infield hit, as that was a very slow roller. Voshell hustled down the line, and he's on base with 1 out here in the 7th. Jake Dykoff couldn't believe it, but it looked like the right call. Rondestad is showing off that he's a really solid shortstop. Has made a couple good plays here, and that one was almost another terrific one. 1 on, 1 out for Cody Parch, the catcher. Watch his strike 1 go by. the 4th hit of the game for the Muskies, 7th total in this game. Jake Dykoff from the set position. Swing and a miss from Cody Parch. Parch doubled, one of 2 doubles allowed by Dykoff. Parch then struck out in the 4th. Now his 3rd at bat, trying to go 2 for 3 for his night. Takes that one high, 1-2 the count. Cody Parch played baseball at St. Cloud Technical College. And swings through this one. Livid at himself is Parch after striking out for the 2nd time. Jake Dykoff gets another K. That's out number 2. That'll bring up number 5, Brian Schellinger. We did it for the top of the inning. Brian Schellinger is just one of 2 batters in the Sartell lineup that hasn't struck out yet. As both pitchers are not having a lot of balls put in play. Runner goes, throw down. Safe as the ball can't be hauled in by the 2nd baseman, Cody Geyser. Throw was on the money. It would have been a bang-bang play if the Geyser at 2nd base had hung on. Might have had a chance to get him. But as it is, Rob Voschel trying to make something happen after an infield hit. Goes to 2nd on a stolen base. Brian Schellinger cracks one foul to the right side of the field. 2 outs here, trying to get something going, or the Muskies. 1-1 the count here with Jake Dykoff on the mound. No score between these 2 clubs. Brian Schellinger was the starting shortstop for the 2013 state tournament champion Muskies team. And he watches strike 2 to make it 1-2. Tap this one back to the pitcher. Dykoff fields, runs, and underhands it for a close play, but he records the 3rd out. So the mini threat ends, and we head to the 8th. No score between the Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies.
Fielder number 8, Sam Tellers.
Now Sam Tellers, one of two Tellers in this starting lineup, will come to bat in the top of the 8th inning. The Bluffton Braves looking for some hits strung together as they just have 3 hits on the day against starting pitcher David Diminsky, who is flat out dealing as he throws strike 1, swing and a miss from left fielder Sam Tellers. "14 strikeouts to Diminsky's name so far. He had 17 last week as this one's tapped right back to the pitcher. Diminsky underhands it, and that's out number 1. Now Preston Warren will bat. He's struck out twice.
Preston Warren.
As we already had, as Preston Warren is digging in the sand and rubbing some dirt on his hands. Diminsky is bored on the mound. Says something toward home and now delivers. Bunt, foul. Preston Warren has changed his strategy, trying to get Diminsky off his rhythm and put a ball on the dirt and use his speed for number 11. Center fielder for the Bluffton Braves, as we mentioned, struck out swinging twice so far. 0-1 the count. Diminsky working fast as usual. Throws it low. 1-1 the count. No sign of a bunt on that play, as maybe Preston was trying to surprise the defense of the Muskies. Now the third baseman, Jace Otto, is in on the grass. And that one's a strike on the outside corner. And there's strike 3 called on the outside corner. That one looked maybe a bit generous from the umpire, but that's strikeout number 15 as David Diminsky is dealing again. Last weekend he had 17 Ks, just 2 away from that mark here in the top of the 8th inning. Top of the order comes back around. Tom Tellers, the DH. Swings, check swings. And they'll appeal. That's a strike. Number 9 went around. 0-1 the count. David Diminsky. Winds up and throws. There's another strike. Swung through it. Number 20, David Diminsky, is impressing here in Milroy. Minnesota Twins draftee in 2010 and been with this team for a while. That one's low. Ball 1. Bluffton Braves two outs as Diminsky goes down to that sidearm angle. And this time it misses. We've seen him use that 3 or 4 times tonight. Over the top now and gets a strike. Strikeout number 16 for David Diminsky to end the top half of the 8th inning. We go to the bottom. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. We have a pinch hitter for the Sartell Muskies facing Jake Dykoff. Riley Arndt will hit in place of Adam Schellinger. And a new left fielder for the Bluffton Braves. I believe that's Kevin Thunberg out and left, replacing Sam Tellers. Three 3-0 the count from Dykoff. As there's a strike. And he walked him. A pinch hit walk as Arndt reaches base to lead off the inning. And now Andrew Dieters, the leadoff man, will bat with one on and nobody out. Squares to bunt and takes a strike in the lower part of the zone. Infield third baseman way in on the grass, was expecting that, and we'll see if it's still on as Sartell hopes to push a run across here in the 8th. Bunt attempt pulled back and doesn't offer at it, so it's now 1-1. Jake Dykoff pitching very well this evening. Swinging freely is Dieters, and that's foul tipped into the glove. Ten strikeouts in this game for Jake Dykoff. Has a K in every single inning, at least one. Bunt bluffed as the ball misses high and away. 2-2 now the count as more signs come from the third base coach for Sartell. With a runner on, nobody out, 2-2 the count to leadoff man Andrew Dieters. Throw over, check on the runner Arndt, who walked. Jake Dykoff delivers from the set position now. That one fouled straight back. Just missed it was the masked Andrew Dieters. Ethan Carlson on deck in the on-deck circle. He struck out twice this evening and grounded out 0 for 3. Dieters is 0 for 3 as well with 2 Ks. Check on the runner, dives back safely, that's Arndt. Now we're in 45 minutes into this contest. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch wide and high, and the count runs full. To Andrew Dieters. A walk to start the inning for Arndt. Now Dieters has 3 balls and 2 strikes on him. Time called. And now Dykhoff comes set. Runner goes. Fouled back. High pitch. Looked like it probably would have been ball 4. Might have been a hit and run type of situation. As it is, fouled back, and the runner, Arndt, will go back. Riley Arndt on first base. Already a tense first couple batters here in the bottom of the 8th with no score. Every run counts. Runner stays put, and this one's fouled back into the netting once more. Long at bat for leadoff man number 12, a lefty, facing the righty Jake Dykhoff. Runner goes again, walked, ball 4. 2 walks in a row for Jake Dykhoff, and the manager will come out and chat with his pitcher. The Bluffton Braves are managed by Terry Geyser. Recognize that Geyser name. There's 3 Geysers in the roster as the whole entire infield comes in for Bluffton. 2 on and no one out. The best threat for either team in this one. 2 walks will do that. As the crowd disperses, Terry Geyser, the manager for Bluffton, he's in the Amateur Baseball Hall of Fame. How about that?
Now batting center fielder number 1, Ethan Carlson.
Now Ethan Carlson will bat. Number 1, the 2-hole hitter with 2 on, and the corner infielders drawn in. Middle infielders at double play depth. Shortstop holding on the lead runner. Bunt coming. This one bunted to third base. Good position, and everybody's safe. Kyle Dykhoff tried to scoop it with his bare hand and couldn't make the play. Bases loaded now with nobody out.
Now batting first baseman number 3, Tim Burns.
Take it over.
Tim Burns will bat with the bases juiced and the infield drawn in. We'll call that an infield hit as Burns swings and misses. Arndt on third, Dieters on second, Carlson on first. This one swung on and missed by Burns. 2 fastballs and 2 strikes for Jake Dykhoff. Remember, Burns doubled in the first inning, then struck out in the 3rd, and in the 6th he grounded out. Bases loaded, nobody out. Low, that misses. As Dykhoff has struggled with his control in this inning. And 2 walks to start it off, and now the infield single by Ethan Carlson. That's the 5th hit of the game for Sartell. Swing and a miss. Jake Dykhoff gets a strikeout when he needed it. That's the first out of the inning. Tim Burns goes down for the 2nd time this game.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Jay Otto.
Jace Otto now will bat for Sartell. Infield still drawn in with just 1 out, and the bases still loaded. That one almost hit him. Jace Otto, 0 for 3, but he has not struck out in this game, a rarity. That one down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 the count from Jake Dykhoff. That was the 11th strikeout for Jake Dykoff of Tim Burns. That one fouled back. Best opportunity for either team to score here as the bases are loaded. They were loaded with nobody out. Now there's one out. Nothing hit out of the infield yet for the Muskies. Jace Otto at the plate. Swings, foul tip, strikeout. Number 12 for Jake Dykoff. Now Jake Sweeter. And after that strikeout, Sweeter is the only player left for the Muskies that hasn't gone down swinging or looking. Sweeter does have a single in this game. That came in the 4th. Watches ball 1 from Dykoff on the hill. Swings through, massive cut from number 40, the DH. Hoping to pick up his teammates. There was bases loaded with nobody out, and now there's 2 outs. 0-0 still to score. Swing and a miss. Went reaching for that one on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count. And Jake Dykoff on the verge of escaping major trouble. And he struck him out. Strikes out the side and pulls a rabbit out of the hat. Jake Dykoff. Bases were loaded with no one out, and all he does is strike out the next 3 batters. Pumped up, jumping up and down is Dykoff as we go to the 9th. Still no score between the Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies here in the state tournament of town ball in Class C. Welcome back to Milroy. And the 9th inning, the top of the 9th, has a hard ground ball to first base. And the first baseman will throw it over to Diminsky. Fielding, covering first for the first out of this top half of the 9th. Tim Burns, good play, backhanding, and then underhanding to the pitcher Diminsky for out number 1. That was Cody Geiser, swinging at the first pitch. Jake Dykoff now, the pitcher, who just came up huge after he loaded the bases with 2 walks and an infield single, and then struck out the next 3 batters to end the inning and escape a jam. Big swing, trying to break the tie. Misses, strike 1. Fouls that one straight back up into the side of the roof, and Dykoff down to a 0-2 count. Dykhoff has singled and struck out twice. Struck out in the first and the sixth, and in between those, he singled in the fourth. And that one in and tight. 0-0 to score. We have a pitcher's duel, and it's the 9th inning. And that one misses inside as Diminsky wanted that one. He dropped down sidearm again. That one's fouled back by Dykhoff. Sartell looking for their 3rd state title here in amateur Class C baseball. They won it in '92 and 2013, as we mentioned. Randy Beckstrom is their manager. Sartell grad, St. John's University basketball player, former. And there's a swing and a miss. Ball gets away, and the catcher will throw down to first for the strikeout. Dykhoff is retired. And that's strikeout number 17. David Diminsky matches his number from last weekend. 17 Ks for Diminsky. 2 out here in the 9th. We'll see as the game unfolds even more if how far he's asked to go if, in fact, we go to extra innings. Top of the 9th here, no score between these two teams. Justin Dykhoff. Ball 1. Check swing from Dykhoff, and they appeal to the first base side. There's no angle for the first base coach to see that on a left-handed batter. He says no swing. Two and 0 the count. Popped high, shallow right field. The second baseman is there. Andrew Dieters is under it for the 3rd out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Still no score between the Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Well, welcome back to the bottom of the 9th inning here between the Braves and the Muskies. New pitcher for Bluffton, as it's Justin Dykov taking over for Jake. Justin was catching this game up until this bottom of the 9th, and Jake moves out to right field. This one lined and gets through the second baseman, past Cody Geyser, in between liner, and he tried to play it off to the side and got by him after deflecting off his glove. So that's a error on the second baseman, number 7, Cody Geyser, and a man on base to lead off this inning. That's Rob Voshell reaching. And a bunt bluffed by Cody Parch, as a charging in is the third baseman, Kyle Dykov. So Justin Dykov, the new pitcher. Josh Dykov moves from right to catcher, and Jake, who was pitching, moves to right. It's a Dykov merry-go-round here in Milroy. Bunt bluffed, but taken a ball. 2-0 the count, and Justin just onto the hill, and he's already in a situation here after the error by the second baseman. Voshell on first. He's the winning run with no score here between Sartell and Bluffton. There's the bunt. Goes to the first base side, and Justin fields it late, throws it late, and just in time gets the runner. And there was a collision between Hammond and the runner Parch. No hard feelings, as bang bang play, and Parch goes down, but the runner does move to second base. That's the main objective, is get that runner around the bases. Voshell's on second now with 1 out. Brian Schellinger, the shortstop, is up now. Doesn't offer at a strike. 0-1 the count. Brian Schellinger hit by a pitch in the second. Grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th, and grounded out again to the pitcher in the 7th. Doesn't offer at another strike. This one just a bit farther outside, and called strike by the umpire. Zeros all up on that scoreboard in the run categories. Pitch slapped high and foul. Justin Dykov taking over for Jake, as the winning run now at second base for Sartell in the bottom of the 9th inning here in the single elimination Class C state tournament in amateur baseball in Minnesota. Milroy Yankees Field. Under the lights, Justin Dykov delivers. That one popped into shallow left field. Charging is the left fielder, but the shortstop, Peyton Rondestad, makes the play for the second out. Rondestad, good play. Floats out past his shortstop position and catches that ball for the second out. And now I believe that's Arndt. It's Schellinger back in the game after he was pinch hit for by Arndt in the 8th. So Adam Schellinger will get another chance, as this one is outside. 2-0 the count from Justin Dykov, and another Dykov, Josh, will go to the mound to chat. Big situation, maybe talking about the sign sequence with a runner on second. That's Voshell, who reached on an error by the second baseman, Cody Geyser. misses low. 3-0. Adam Schellinger is a Sartell graduate. He started in right field for the 2013 state tournament champs in Sartell. He'll probably be taking here. As he does, it's a strike, 3-1. So the end of the night for Jake Dykoff after a stellar 8 innings. And there's a swinging strike, foul tip into the mid. It's a full count. 2 out here. 3-2 the count. The runner on second, Bochelle, will go in the bottom of the 9th in Milroy. Strike 3, foul tip. And we're going to extras here between Bluffton and Sartell on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
It's extra inning time in Milroy. Sartell and Bluffton, inning number 10. 0-0 the score. We've had a pitcher's duel throughout the night. Started at 6 o'clock, went speedily. Just 2 hours, 10 minutes into this one. David Diminsky still on the hill for his 10th inning of work. We'll monitor how much longer he goes as he faces Kyle Dykoff. The pitcher, or the manager for the Wadena varsity baseball team, and the uncle of several of these players on the roster for the Braves. A 1-2 the count from Diminsky. Struck out. And there's a leaping play made by Andrew Dieters at second base. A liner from Kyle Dykoff and a good leaping play and catch from Andrew Dieters. That's the first out of the inning. And here's the pitch to Josh Dykoff, the new catcher for the Braves after he moved in from right field. Big swing and a miss. As giggling is Josh Dykoff, swung out of his shoes. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 1 out, as Diminsky has 7 strikeouts to his name. Strike 2. Entering his 10th inning of work.
Do it again.
Diminsky. Breaking ball low. Josh Dykoff Lefty on lefty matchup. Pitch from Diminsky. That one's low. Count full now. Josh grounded out, then he singled, was caught stealing, and then walked. Now it's his 4th plate appearance. In this 10th inning, top of the 10th. Second extra inning game of this Class C Saturday. Right down the middle. Strikeout number 18 for David Diminsky.
Now batting first baseman number 30, Wyatt Hammond.
Wyatt Hammond now. With 2 out. Swings and kicks that one for a foul ball behind the plate. We got free baseball here, 10th inning between Sartell and Bluffton. That one misses outside. As we mentioned, an hour-and-a-half drive between these two towns, Sartell and Bluffton. Sartell just neighboring right next to St. Cloud. Bluffton just northwest, hour-and-a-half drive from there. And that one misses 2-1. David Deminsky facing Wyatt Hammond, who has been a thorn in his side all day. Though he has struck out once, he worked a long at-bat for a walk in the 5th. Then he popped out in the 7th. And there's ball 3. The lefty Hammond is seeing the ball pretty well out of the hand of Diminsky. 2-2 the count. 3-1 the count. Just the one foul ball from Hammond. And has worked 3 balls from David Diminsky. And Diminsky walks him for the 2nd time today. Close pitch. Diminsky not happy. Wyatt Hammond happy to be on first base. And it's Sam Teller's turn to bat, as there is a meeting on the hill between the manager and the catcher and the pitcher. Diminsky says, "Go back to the dugout, coach," and he's ready to go here momentarily. It'll be a pinch hitter for Bluffton. Defensive replacement came in actually earlier. This is Kevin Tuberg, who replaced Sam Tellers in the last half inning. So he takes strike 1. Lines that one, but foul. Grounding toward first base, but not in fair territory. Kevin Thunberg behind in the count 0-2 with 2 out and 1 on. The pitch, sidearm, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 19 for David Diminsky. Gets out of the inning after walking 1, leaves 1 runner on base, and we're headed to the bottom of the 10th. Extra innings here in Milroy at the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back. Bottom of the 10th inning. Top of the order for Sartell as they face Justin Dykoff. His second inning of work. 1-1 now the count to the leadoff man, Andrew Dieters. Second baseman. He walked his last time up and made it all the way to second base. And then was stranded there as his Muskies left a golden opportunity, bases loaded with nobody out, and couldn't capitalize in the 8th inning. Pops this one shallow, and the shortstop there to make the catch. Peyton Rondestead hauls it in for out number 1.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Ethan Carlson.
Ethan Carlson now will bat. He's 1 for 4 this evening. Now down early in the count, 0-2. Ethan Carlson played baseball for St. Joseph back in the day. He also is he's a St. Cloud Apollo graduate, not a Sartell grad. Swings and misses and strikes out. Justin Dykoff working well in relief now in his second inning.
Now batting first baseman number 3, Tim Burns.
Tim Burns will bat. Burns struck out twice, has a double and a ground out. 1 for 4 on the night. 5th at bat upcoming. This one popped up and foul. And strike 3. Justin Dykoff picks up where his brother left off 2 innings ago. And we're headed to the 11th here in Milroy in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back here now to the top of the 11th inning in Milroy Yankee Field. David Diminsky back out there for his 11th inning of work. That's a big swing and a miss by the number 9 hitter, Preston Warren, who has struck out 3 times. Still in there for Bluffton. Finds himself in a familiar 0-2 count to David Deminsky, who's working fast as usual. Makes contact, does Preston Warren. Struck out swinging twice and then looking in the 8th. And that one misses outside. In the 11th, 0-0 the score. And strike 3, Preston Warren strikes out for the 4th time tonight.
Now batting designated hitter number 9, Tom Tellers.
20th strikeout for David Diminsky. Tom Tellers comes to bat. He's struck out 3 times. As it's dark out here in Milroy, Minnesota, as a breaking ball buckles the knees of Tellers, as he's behind 0-2 to Diminsky. Goes down and is fouled away by Tellers. Tellers struck out in the 1st, flew out in the 4th, struck out in the 6th and the 8th. David Diminsky. The Iron Man is in the 11th inning, still throwing. Misses high. And that one misses. Sartell have been in the state tournament many times. They have a streak of state tournament appearances, as strikeout number 21 for David Diminsky for out number 2. Leadoff man retired, and now Cody Geiser will bat.
Now batting second baseman number 7, Cody Geiser.
Sartell has been in the postseason state tournament in amateur baseball for the last 9 years, including the 2020. $18 total participation. And that's a line drive catch from the 3rd baseman. Chase Otto makes the out. And a quick inning for Diminsky. 11 complete for him as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Sartell will hope to bat for the last time in extra innings on PrepSpotlight.tv. And welcome back to Milroy for the bottom of the 11th. It'll be Justin Tykoff starting his 3rd inning of work here in the 11th. Jake Tykoff went the first 8 of stellar baseball. Jake went 8 innings, had 13 strikeouts, allowed 5 hits, no runs. And there's a line drive, ground ball, I should say, up to the shortstop, Rondestad, and he makes another good play. Rondestad. Nothing gets by him, and he has a good arm, too. Second really nice play from Rondestad for the first out of the game, of the inning. Chase Otto is retired. As there's a fly ball deep center field, but center fielder Preston Warren is underneath and he makes the catch.
Now batting left fielder number 15, Rob Bochelle.
Rob Bochelle will now bat after that fly out to the center fielder. Bochelle facing Justin Dykoff. Strike in there. Bochelle is 1 for 4. He has reached 3 times. Struck out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, infield single in the 7th, and reached on an error in the 9th. As that one just misses the outside corner from Justin Dykoff. Number 15, Rob Bochelle, the left fielder, faces a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, he strikes out. So we are through 11 complete in less than 2.5 hours. We're going to the 12th inning here in Milroy at the Town Ball State Tournament. Welcome back to the 12th inning between Bluffton Braves and the Sartell Muskies. We have a new pitcher, David Diminsky. Will hit the bench, and Adam Winker comes in after Diminsky had a stellar 11 innings of work. Adam Winker, the right-handed pitcher, in relief of the lefty, David Diminsky. 21 strikeouts for Diminsky in his 11 innings pitched. Just 3 hits allowed for Diminsky, no runs, and that'll close the book on his night. As Winker delivers and has that one fouled away. Jake Dykoff is batting with an 0-2 count. And he strikes out. Same old story with a new pitcher, Adam Winker. Strikes out Jake Dykoff. That's the 22nd overall strikeout for the Sartell Muskies and first for Winker's night. Now, this Justin Dykoff lines one for a hit to right field. They throw in from right, and the batter is safe as lightning going off in the distance gets more and more frequent. We're in the 12th inning. 1 out, now 1 on as Justin Dykoff singles off of Adam Winker, the new pitcher for the Muskies. And a big breaking ball and a big swing by Kyle Dykoff. Kyle Dykoff is 0 for 4 tonight. 2 strikeouts, line out and a ground out. Check swing by Kyle Dykoff. One and one the count, 1 on, 1 out. In the 12th inning. Swing and a miss from Dykoff. Is the temperature dropping a bit here as it's 8:33. 70 degrees now in Milroy. That one lined to the shortstop. Knuckles, and he drops it. And he does make the out, as Justin Dykoff couldn't run on the contact because it was a line drive right at the shortstop. He might have knuckled, he might have just overran it. And he picks it up and does record the out. So a fielder's choice as the lightning continues to go off here in the distance. No rain here. So Kyle Dykoff is on first base after a fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice. Two out now, runner on. This one tapped, foul. Still no score in extra innings. The third extra frame. Josh Dykoff relatively has had a pretty good night at the plate. A single and a walk, just 1 strikeout. That was his last time up. Adam Wenker, the righty, in his first inning of work. Off-speed pitch gets Josh Dykoff to swing through it. 1-2 the count with 2 out. Kyle Dykoff, the elder Dykoff, on the base paths. This one chopped to third base, stopped by the third baseman, but that's all he can do. That one bouncing hard and diving was Jace Otto. Prevented an extra base hit, got in front of it and stopped it, but it's an infield single for Josh Dykoff, and Wyatt Hammond will come to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Meeting on the mound between the catcher and the pitcher now.
Now batting first baseman number 30, Wyatt Hammond.
Hammond struck out, walked, popped out, and walked again. His second at bat in these extra innings, 5th of the game, 5th plate appearance of the game. That one misses inside to the ever discerning eye of Wyatt Hammond. 2 runners on for the Braves. Hammond facing a righty for the first time tonight. Takes that one low. 2 walks already for Wyatt. Swings and fouls that one back into the trees to the left. That one misses, 3-1. Wyatt Hammond cracks this one to the shortstop. Ground ball, muffed, and the run coming home. The throw won't be made. The Bluffton Braves break through for the first run of the game. After an error by the shortstop, Brian Schellinger. It's 1-0 Bluffton Braves. They take the lead here in the top of the 12th inning. Kyle Dykoff scored all the way from second base after that ground ball was stopped but not played cleanly by Schellinger. Then he tried to get the force at second base and it was offline the toss. Kyle Dykoff rounded third and scored. It's now still runners at first and second. Josh Dykoff on second base. Wyatt Hammond reaching on that error. The first of the game for Sartell. He's on first. Thunberg is batting now. Kevin Thunberg faces a 2-2 count. And he cracks one. Ranging to his left is the center fielder, and he makes the catch. A good running catch made by Ethan Carlson, but the story of this inning is a run scored. Unearned run for Bluffton as they go up 1-0, heading to the bottom of the 12th inning as Sartell now has to score to keep this one going. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back to Milroy, Minnesota, where we are getting set to start the bottom of the 12th inning with a new score at last. It took an hour and 40 minutes for the first run to cross the plate here between Sartell and Bluffton, and the Braves of Bluffton have pushed a run across in the top half of this third extra inning, the 12th of the game. Justin Dykoff will stay in the game for his fourth inning of work after relieving Jake Dykoff, who pitched 8 stellar innings. Kyle Dykoff scored the only run of the game just minutes ago in the top half of this frame on an error by the shortstop. And now Sartell is in desperation mode. Cody Parch will bat. Grounded, fights this one off toward first base. First baseman fields it, throws it to the pitcher covering, and that's 1 pitch, 1 out. Sartell down to their last 2 outs now in the 12th as the lightning increases in the distance, flashing across the night sky. Number 5, Brian Schellinger, will come up to bat. He had that error, hoping to make up for it as he grounds this one on the first pitch to Peyton Ronstadt. He fields, throws, and completes the out. Peyton Ronstadt is as close as there is to a sure thing when the ball's hit his way. Adam Schellinger now with 2 outs. Watches the first pitch go by, checked his swing, but it's a called strike. Now Adam Schellinger has struck out 3 times in his 3 at-bats. He was pinch hit for once, and this one lined to second base and caught, and that's the game. The Bluffton Braves win it in 12 innings, 1-0 over the Sartell Muskies. A terrific pitching exhibition by these 2 ball clubs ends in 12 innings, 1-0 the final score. Sartell falls and their season ends. Bluffton wins and advances. They will play St. Patrick right here in Milroy at noon tomorrow for the state quarterfinals. Sunday is a jam-packed day in this state tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv. I have all 4 quarterfinals in Class C, as well as the semifinals, and then Monday, Labor Day, the championship match in Springfield. David Diminsky pitched a gem, 11 innings of 21 strikeout work with no runs allowed. But he eventually had to exit. Adam Winker allowed an unearned run in the 12th inning. And Justin Dykoff and Jake Dykoff combine for a shutout in 12 innings for the Bluffton Braves. 1-0 the final. Bluffton Braves beat the Sartell Muskies in round 3 of the Class C Amateur State Baseball Tournament. We'll be right back with you here tomorrow for the quarterfinals. For now, for Nicholas Earlbeck, I'm Ren Clayton. Thank you for watching PrepSpotlight.tv. Bluffton beats Sartell 1-0 in 12.